I do I do have a story about a boy band member who stole my date for the night.
Okay.
I don't
I was with the boy banders quite a bit. Which boy band?
It would be the Backstreet Boys.
Okay. All right. I was more of an NSYNC guy for anybody that cares, but
well, I was an NSYNC fan after this happened. I became an NSYNC fan that night. So
all right. So what was the girl? How long you been with her?
Well, it was actually our first date.
Okay. Yes. Give her a fictitious name.
We're gonna call her Rebecca.
Okay. So Rebecca and you are about to go on your very first date. Where?
So we went to dinner at. I'm trying to think where we even went to dinner. It was like a sushi restaurant. It wasn't far because then there's a lounge called Cat Eye that was right. It was very close enough.
What city are we in?
We're in Tempe, Arizona.
Okay, got it.
So the Backstreet Boys just played in concert that night, and so we go from sushi. We walk over to Cat Eye, and we're and the Cat Eye. They've got like there was the two sections of Cat Eye Lounge, right? There's like the regular section, then there's the VIP section, and all my buddies they all ran it. So of course we get in there. I was like, oh, come on back to the VIP with me. So we go back to the VIP section, and there's its own little bar there and everything. So we nestle up to the bar, and I'm feeling confident in myself because I'm friends with everyone, and I give the bartender like one of those super cool high five handshake kind of things. Like we're boys, and all of a sudden we got some drinks right there, and so we're good to go. We're just chatting it up, and then all of a sudden, I literally hear like some of those beautiful singing in my life, and it was Howie and Nick from the Backstreet Boys, and a whole entourage. All of a sudden, like there's some commotion, and they come walking through, and they were literally singing like that, like harmonizing together as they're walking in, like making the ultimate entrance, right? Wow. And I'm sure they were probably just having fun.
Yeah,
but like, bro, their voices were like angels.
Well, I'm not talented singers.
Really, really, and I was so impressed. And but at the same time, I was like, oh shit.
And you looked over at Rebecca and you thought,
yeah. So I look over at her and she is like, oh my gosh. She says, oh my God, it's Nick and Howie. And before you know it, Nick literally comes because we're in the VIP section. So they've got their bodyguards there, and he comes up and he buys everybody at the bar a round of drinks. And so everyone's just loving on these guys. And she's like, I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. I'm paying attention to you, but I just can't believe it. He's here. And I was like, yeah. Okay. No, I'm feeling like chopped liver at this point. Right? Exactly. And so and sure enough, and she's literally like as I'm talking to her, her eyes, she'll glance at me and then look over at him and glance at me and look over at him. And I'm just thinking this couldn't be going any worse right now. Like this night couldn't have gone like it was going so well for about 2 hours, right? Maybe an hour and a half. And now it just quickly took a left turn. And then sure enough, Nick comes up, whispers something in her ear as I'm standing right there. Yep. Whispers something because she was a very attractive young lady. Of course. Right? Yeah. Whispers something in her ear and then walks back over into his little crew with the whole entourage and everything. And they're just having a great time. And some of the other entourage, I think maybe some of their backup singers were there or something. Cause they're just breaking into freaking harmony and it's just killing me.
Showing off.
And she goes, hold on, I'll be right back. She gets up from the bar. Yep. Walks over there. And the bartender just kind of like nods at me like, I'm sorry, bro. Slides a shot over my way. And I'm just like, there's nothing I can do right now. She comes back. She goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry to do this. But like, this is the only chance in my life. They just asked me if I can go back with them. And then they're just going to go back to their hotel. And so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Gives me a kiss on the cheek. Boom. She's out. I mean, it wasn't probably 10 to 15 minutes total. And she was gone. And I'm just, I mean, it's a
great story.
It's not like a random guy just came up and, picked her up. I mean, the moment he walked in, I didn't have a chance. It was Nick Carter from the freaking Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
At the height of their career, they're playing stadiums invites her back to his hotel.
If you're going to get beat, you want to know you got beat by the best team.
You know what? Yes. I'll take it. That's just it.
And they were the best.
And I could not hold a candle to that.
Wow.
And then, but the irony
but
of it is
you're way more attractive than Nick Carter is.
Maybe now. he went through a rough patch, but you know what? He cleaned himself up.
And I've always thought Howie was a good looking dude, but he's small package.
He's
dude.
really small.
Talk about people that are small.
Howie's very small.
He's a tiny guy.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
Nick is not, believe it or not.
Nick's got some size.
Yeah, he's tall.
He might be 6 feet.
Yeah, at least 6 or 6'1". He's got to be
bigger than that.
Yeah, about 6 or 6'1".
So you ever talk to Rebecca again?
Yeah, she called me at 3:00 that morning and asked me to come pick her up.
You gotta be kidding
me! No joke. She called me at 3:00 that morning and asked me to come pick her up at the hotel because they weren't going to give her a ride. They were like, "You're on your own."
Rebecca,
they kicked her out. Yep, and she asked me to come pick her up.
And you're such a nice guy. You went.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope, I didn't.
Really?
I was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like,
3 a.m.
I don't remember what I said, but it was to the tune of, "I'm so sorry. This was one of the worst nights ever. I can't believe you did that to me. See ya." That was it. I haven't spoken with her since.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right, Rebecca.
Isn't that wild?
She did get her one night with the Backstreet Boys, and listen, she's gonna tell that story until she's dead.
Yeah, check it off the bucket list.
Yeah, it's incredible.
There you go. I know.